Hello, I am the Cheap Ass Gamer. Welcome to episode 7. This week I've got 2 games for you, as the new usual will be. First game is Urban Terror, pretty good first-person shooter, competitive. And the second is Urban Brawl. I would also like to thank the games page, Bill Moran from the games page, for contacting me, being the first person to send content to Cheap Ass Gamer, and shame on you, Lanthrax, for showing no interest at all. Thank you. Anyway, now next up is the first review. Thank you. Urban Terror is another competitive first-person shooter, much like Counter-Strike, but very different. The game contains all the modes that have been more or less made into a standard nowadays. These include Deathmatch, Team Deathmatch, Capture the Flag, Bomb Defusal, and a couple of other modes. Each game starts with you picking out your gear. No need to worry about money. You get to pick any weapon you want from the start of the game. You have a slot for a knife, a pistol, primary weapon, secondary weapon, grenades, and extras. However, there is a limit on what you can take, as taking a secondary weapon will close up an extra slot, as will taking grenades. The extras include a laser sight, which greatly improves accuracy, silencer, medipack, flak jacket, and a helmet. The guns vary real nice. You get a good choice of sniper rifles, assault rifles, submachine guns, and a shotgun, which is horribly useless. A nice touch is that you can take both a primary and secondary weapon. So it's possible to take a sniper rifle, for example, and an MP5 to keep you alive till you get to a vantage point. The main difference between this and generic Counter-Strike clones shows itself in 2 ways. The first being various acrobatic moves you can perform, such as wall jumping, power sliding, and my personal favorite, which should be incorporated in just about every first-person shooter, the ledge climb. The other difference is bleeding and the use of bandages. When you get shot, the bullet might open a wound. If it does, you will start to bleed to death, and will have to use bandages on yourself to stop the bleeding. This does not give you extra health, but simply stops you from losing any more health. However, to promote teamwork, you can use bandages on a wounded ally to heal up to 50% or so of his health, unless you have a medipack, in which case you will be able to heal about 80 to 90% of his health. Bandages, by the way, are used at the push of a key and do not have a limit. It is also possible to wear silly headgear by typing in certain commands. This does not affect the game in any way, but just makes you stand out. Like this guy, for example. And that is what you get for wearing pink. Anyway, there's not much to say about the game. It's pretty standard at first sight, but the new moves and bleeding do add quite a lot to the game. So, time to rate the game. Low spec, 3.5 out of 5. Even though it's a Quake 3 engine game, I felt the performance wasn't as good as, let's say, it was in Simulos. But don't get me wrong, it should still run on just about any machine. The overall, 4 out of 5. There's really nothing to complain about here. I'd give it a 5 out of 5, but I like to believe that it's the most original of games. Anyway, today's little game, Urban Brawl, is far from little. But for some reason perhaps crashed, so I had to use an alternate recording tool which didn't get the sound. Sorry about that. So I figured it's best to showcase as a level review. Urban Brawl is a game on the Doom engine that basically takes elements of Doom, namely the engine itself and the camera angle, and mixes in gameplay of a side-scrolling beat-em-up like Streets of Rage. Some of you might think this could have been better done on the Quake 3 engine or something else more modern, but I'll have you know that this wouldn't be the same without Scott, and it is done very well. The game also has a Max Payne style narration, but alas, I can't record sound. It is a bit cheesy, but it does give you the vision that it can. It does tell the story really well. weapons in this game are really good fun. As you can see, I'm using a fire extinguisher. I'll eventually get my hands on a knife, lead pipe, and a lot more. The game also has guns, but they are few and far between as this is a beating up more first-person shooter. Also, there's multiple choices in the game that affect the levels you're playing, so the replay value is very, very high. I highly suggest this game. It's a great nostalgic film, and it's free, it's a small download, you really